This evening on To The Point, Ajay Alok, leader from the JDU, is joining us from Patna. Sudhanshu Mittal, leader of the BJP, is joining us from Delhi. IIMS Rana, former chairman, Railway Board, is joining us again from Delhi. And Sanjay Jha, spokesperson of the Congress Party, joining us this evening from Mumbai. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me here on To The Point. Let me begin with you, Mr. Mittal. The railway minister in the morning says that the sabotage angle must be looked at as far as the rail incident is concerned. Then the home minister comes out and says, we can't really say if it's sabotage or not. Why two versions? Why such conflicting versions, contradictory in nature? One trying to, opt away from negligence, the other giving a half-hearted response.
Maruk, it's very obvious that the minister says what has been briefed to him by the officers concerned. Now, the first assumption after the incident, which happened at around 2:30 or something, was that probably there's some kind of sabotage. But after having gone through things, it appears, as I understand, that no, that it doesn't seem to be a case of sabotage by extremist groups. So that's it.
No, but it seems to be a case of negligence. So the first response from the minister seems to be wanting to keep away from negligence and in turn say sabotage, followed by the railway board as well.
What is minister's interest in deflecting it to
every interest that the minister has, Mr. Mittal?
No.
If he takes the attention away from negligence, clearly he will not be able to show a poor record.
No, if there is negligence by staff or if there is negligence by anybody, they'll get hauled up for that, they'll get punished for that. So why should the minister try to deflect it from negligence to sabotage? No, I don't think so. I think, look, let's look at what has happened and let's have a very dispassionate discussion on this, because a loss of human lives is certainly a tragedy which has to be looked very seriously.
No, we are all trying to do that. But from the government we are getting conflicting versions.
There's no conflicting this thing. There were initial findings, after which once a detailed study or detailed evaluation has taken place, the facts are coming out in the open. And the government has nothing to hide. As far as the minister is concerned, he's nothing to hide. I mean, you have inherited a legacy which is so pathetic that such things are going to happen.
Everything can't be blamed on what you have inherited. And everything can't be blamed on what you have inherited, and there are several other findings also that have come out, Mr. Mittal. I'll place them one by one. I'll place them one by one, but I want to go to Ajay Alok. I want to go to Ajay Alok from the JDU. Maoist rebels had called for a bandh in the area, very close to where the derailment has happened. Your chief minister, within hours of what happened in Chhapra, without even getting a proper investigating report, is very quick to say, no, the Maoists are not involved. He's not got any report. He quickly says there is no Maoist connection to this. This is clearly negligence. What is this attempt at political blame game, at point scoring? The JDU has not learned from the past. It hasn't even learned from what the elections have said. Isn't that the case, Mr. Ajay Alok? Isn't this just trying to make every issue, every tragedy, a political blame game?
First of all, Maruf, let me tell you, it was not the Chief Minister who said in the beginning that this is not a Maoist attack, this is of negligence. It all started when the rail accident took place, and in the morning, 9:30, Mr. Rajiv Pratap Rudy went there and he started inspecting all the bogies as if he was a railway engineer, and then he first of all in the media he came up with the clue that the fish plates are missing, and so this looks like an act of sabotage or Maoist attack. When the concerned Superintendent of Police, DIG and ADJ all were rushed by 10:15, when they had given the report to the CM on the telephone that there is no blast element, there is no anything substantial evidence which can suggest that there is a sabotage or there is a Maoist attack, then only the Chief Minister came up and he said that ऐसी कोई भी वस्तु नहीं मिली जिससे ये प्रतीत होता है कि Maoist is.
Ajay Alok, there are two versions. The DRM is saying that the certain clips, not fish plates because they are not used anymore, Penadrol clips or pins are missing. And there could be a case of sabotage. That's what the DRM is saying. The SP on the other hand is saying that there is no connection. I am saying without a proper inquiry and investigation done, why is the Chief Minister going out on a limb and saying absolutely no Maoist connection to all of this? It's purely negligence, putting the blame on the railway ministry.
If it had been a Maoist connection, there would have been more damage. They should have collected some more evidence, like things like something like explosives or anything. But none of those kind of material were present.
But how can you,
but if you listen to the version of the driver,
major claims and conclusions, Mr. Ajay Alo.
Complete.
Surely the Chief Minister has to be far more responsible in the case of a tragedy.
Well, he knows about his responsibility well. Now, let me give you one more explanation to what we have heard, that the train driver of the Rajdhani Express, just before the mishap, he gave a call in his headquarter office saying that there is some problem in the track which I am locating. So it's better to stop the train, but he was not allowed to do so. That angle is also being probed by the railway authorities, and that angle is also being probed by our policemen also. Because if this is the case,
that is exactly what I'm saying. Shouldn't the Chief Minister have been more circumspect? There is so much of information coming in. Rather than making sure that the first point, and not just the Chief Minister, also your reader Nitish Kumar, first thing he's saying is that what about the compensation that is being given? Why not first investigate the matter, say let an inquiry come in, and then we will make a statement.
Whenever in an accident, what do? You do the inquiry, or you just look after the deceased or those who are injured?
Yes, so do that rather than making
First of all, you have to look after the deceased and those who are injured.
Rather than making these statements and attacking each other, and this is not just for you, this is across the board.
The government inquiry is not like that. It will be finished within 1 hour. It will take days and days. And when we'll get into the formal inquiry, the railway board will conduct an inquiry, the state will conduct an inquiry, and it will take months. So what do you want to say? He shouldn't have said that the compensation should be given 5 lakhs. He shouldn't have said that the disease should be looked after properly and the burial should be taken place in accordance.
Okay, you think there is nothing wrong with it? Let me ask Sanjay Jha. No, it's not just the JDU, even the Congress party jumped onto the bandwagon. Sanjay Jha, during the UPA rule, the record of railway security has been far from impressive. In fact, according to the numbers I have, 112 accidents have happened in the year 2013 when the UPA was in power. It has also been seen that the recommendations that were made for railway security in 2012 have not been adopted by the UPA for whatever reasons. Let's not even get into them. Why are you then getting on to the first thing that Mallikarjun Kharge says, who was the railway minister? First thing he comes out and says is the safety of railways must not be at any cost, looked at or ignored at that point. What was the Congress party doing when it was in power?
Mahrukh, give me a minute to quickly respond to both your question as well as what Mr. Mittal said. But first, let me respond to your question. As far as the statistics on rail accidents are concerned, each and every accident is unfortunate. It has to be looked at with all the gravity it deserves. It results in loss of human lives, and we all know that it's a common people of India who really frequent railway travel. So it's very unfortunate. We are not even discussing statistics from the light of the enormity of the human tragedy. But let me give you the fact.
No, those statistics are also
the time when we inherited. Now let me give you the statistics.
Please go ahead.
When we inherited in NDA, when we inherited the government from the NDA in 2004, the number of train accidents were 234. In 2013-14, it is down to 87, a reduction of almost 48 to 50%. So that's a significant reduction in terms of the number of accidents that have happened during the time of the UPA regime. I'm not going to do a commercial. We are not in government anymore. But looking at the number of increase in passengers and number of increase in trains, I think we did a reasonably good job, although obviously there's a lot that could be done to make it better. Now, let me answer what Mr. Mittal said. It's very convenient.
Very quickly, Mr. Jha.
He confesses on national television today that his ministry, or rather the whole government, is run by babus. So he says if the officer said it, the minister just parroted that statement. And this is coming from a government that continues to blame the UPA. Are they the team B of the Congress-led UPA? Is that why the people
one thing
voted
is them
them?
blaming the
So
UPA, the other thing is the UPA blaming the BJP. Despite what you did in 10 years, within 30 days you want everything changed around.
Mahrukh, let me tell you, they have been in government for 30 days. I have been hearing reports that they are working 15, 16 hours a day. Well, let me tell you, safety should be in their priority. And by the way, their current Prime Minister had written to Dr. Manmohan Singh and said he didn't want freight to increase. He did not want railway fares to go
you're
up.
getting into
And at that
right now we're talking about railway security and Mr. Jha, as far as the Congress party is also concerned, when the freight rates were increased by the current government, the Congress party said some of the policies that we had made were not very sound. Why is the NDA adopting them? So let's not get into that. And your representative on the show, in fact, said as much. But I want to go back to Sudhanshu Mittal. He wants to respond to what you've said. But before that, let me ask you another question, because there's so many versions coming to the tragedy that happened in Bihar today. There was a state IB alert sent. Now, as per protocol, the IB alert goes to both the railway ministry as well as the state government. Now, this state IB alert very clearly said that a Naxal Bandh has been called, and the areas of Saran, Gopalganj, Muzaffarpur, Siwan and also Chhapra are in that particular, coming under that radar of what the Naxals are planning to do. Why did the railways not take proper precautions? Why wasn't a pilot engine given to this Rajdhani Express, Mr. Mittal?
Mahrukh, I don't think, after having heard what the Home Minister has to say about the cause of the incident, that it doesn't seem to be a case of sabotage.
No, but an IB alert was still there. Why wasn't that IB alert looked at?
Allow me. What I'm saying is, let's debate railway safety. Railway safety has been a major issue for the last so many years.
First answer my question, then we'll get into railway safety. First answer my question, then we'll get into...
I have no idea whether this is a protocol which should have been followed or not. I have no idea. You just suggested something, I can find it out and get back to you on this.
It has been reported. Okay, go ahead.
It is best answered by somebody else, not me.
Okay.
Now, let me just talk about the railway safety. I am very amazed about the statistics given by Mr. Jha. Mr. Jha, this does not relate to 2004. I mean, if you're saying that there were 213 accidents in 2004, I'm sorry. Your statistics. Allow me to say, sir.
By a former member of the railway board. Please do not contest the statistics that is documented, and you should be aware of it before you come to the program.
I am challenging you that you give me the year. Okay, you are saying it. I have heard you so often. You talk what is not true. Okay, give me the year. We are on national television. Give me the year in which the accident took place.
2004, it was 200. I'll give you the exact number. Why don't you wait on the line?
Sir.
1 minute.
Sir, let me tell you this.
Let me tell you 234. In 2012 is 121. In 87,
sir,
in 2013 December.
Then
and
you
by
are
the
at
way,
fault. In 2004, we were only there for 4 months.
By the way, this is what we inherited from you in the month of
I should trivialize this issue with you.
In the month of June 2004,
I do not think I should trivialize this issue with you because you do not talk facts.
We inherited from you.
Sir, you do not talk facts.
We inherited from the NDA.
The BJP and the Congress party. No, I have to tell both gentlemen. The BJP and the Congress party. I was listening to both of you, hoping that from either of the two national parties. No, Mr. Mittal and Mr. Jha. I was listening to both of you and hoping that from either of the two political parties in the country there would be some semblance of what has happened in Chhapra today. I want to bring in Mr. Rana at this point.
That's what I want to concentrate on.
No, I want to bring in Mr. Rana at this point, and the question is about railway security. Apart from the versions and the theories and the blame game that is going on, isn't it because of lack of political will that the railways is in the kind of shambles as far as security is concerned that we see today? Mr. Rana.
Basically, the railway security, the law and order, and is a state subject. We have so the railways only chips in as per the information. Railways does not have the resources for piloting each and every train or carrying out the patrolling all over the country. Yes, as I heard in this debate, the issue was that basically the railways, there are two things. One thing is that prima facie cause. The country wants to know immediately as to what is the cause. If not the cause, what is the prima facie cause? The railways is a very complex subject. and therefore it's very difficult to give the cause immediately. But the railways tries best to the best of their abilities when they visit the site, see the indications as to what could have been the prima facie cause, one cause rather than 2 or 3 or 4. Yeah.
No,
and
so I'm asking you a simple question. No, I want to ask you a couple of questions, but beginning with, now the DRM has said that these pen roll clips, which are now used instead of fish plates, have gone missing, which is the reason why the derailment happened.
Yeah.
So there seems to be a case of sabotage, prima facie, and also negligence, because there was a state IB alert, which seems to have been ignored by the railways. Based on this preliminary information that we have, what would you say, Mr. Rana?
No, this is, could be very correct. I mean, this could be one of the things.
Isn't it sabotage plus negligence?
The sabotage, if the pendulum clips are missing at the point or before the point of derailment, then it can cause, on the long welded rails, it can cause buckling, and because of that, the derailment can take place.
Okay.
Now, the second part is whether the alert was given and whether that was received and whether the patrolling or whether the pilot should have been sent. The pilot is not available for all the trains, and there are large number of mails and express trains. I do not know what are the circumstances, whether the alert was received, what locations or what area, and whether it could have been introduced or whether it was a. So all this will have to be investigated as to what was the whether there was also a negligence or not. That's all I can say at this moment with the facts. The more the facts, details will have to be gone.
I'll just come back to you. I'll just come back to you, but I want to ask Ajay Alok that I'll come to you, Mr. Mittal, as well. Ajay Alok, the fact that there was a state IB alert is as much a responsibility of the railways to look into that, but also of the state government. And the police can easily say that we were not aware of this, and it is the responsibility of the railways. The question being that there is this constant back and forth happening, and your government in Bihar has just added to the mess.
As far as the security of the railways goes and the state is concerned, the GRP is concerned about the railway security when they are within the state, and they are concerned with the maintaining of the law and order within the train when the train is within the state. Now, something happening on the tracks, the GRP or any state police cannot give the protection. That's why a pilot engine is always recommended for a specialized train such as Shatabdi and Rajdhani, so that 20 minutes ahead they can take a stroll, and if anything goes wrong, they can take care of it. So in that way, you cannot blame the state government. Now, let me ask you one question, Maruf. I was listening to Mr. Mittal.
Yes.
He was telling that we have inherited a pathetic ministry. I mean, come on, this cannot be an excuse. You won the election, you contested the election with some promises. Now, however pathetic it is, it's your responsibility to improve it. So there's no point telling that you inherited a pathetic ministry. Whatever it is your baby now, and you should be ready to face the music if something goes wrong, because people will tell.
Mr. Mittal,
and just to shift the blame game and shift the responsibility does not solve the problem. I have a question
for you, Ajay Alok, as well. Mr. Mittal, go ahead. You can't blame it on what has been done in the past. It's your baby now, as Ajay Alok is saying.
Maruk, I think instead of getting into rhetorics, let's concentrate on the real-time issue.
I think every politician on this panel is getting into rhetoric, but nevertheless.
Allow me.
Nevertheless, go ahead.
Allow me, miss. Allow me. There are 4 elements of safety which we need to look at very, very carefully and very seriously now. The first is the tracks itself. Railway has the 4th largest network in the world, after US, China, and probably Canada or Japan, whatever. We are the 4th largest. Now, the tracks are a serious problem in this country. Aging tracks, they have not been upgraded, and they are a potential safety risk. Second, fire detection systems. They're lacking in the railways. Third, signaling.
Mr. Mittal, we are all aware of the problems. We are saying don't blame it on the past. What are you doing about it now?
Can you let me speak?
Stop reproducing the Wikipedia on a national television.
Would you let me speak, sir? Sir, would you let me speak?
Very briefly, sir. Very briefly, Mr. Mittal.
And the fourth
problem, and your government is giving conflicting signals. Kindly address that.
Sir, allow me to speak. I think let's be decent on television. Let's allow each other to speak.
Sure.
What I'm saying is, these are the problems which are there, and this government is aware of these problems, and concrete efforts will be made. These are not problems which are shut on and shut off. The reason why railway fares have gone up is because we need money to address to all these issues.
Okay.
And believe me, there is a very clear intent. There is
Okay.
a very clear intent.
Very clear
to
intent.
tackle
That's what
all these
every
issues.
government has told
You
us.
have to
We'll see it in.
appreciate. You have,
No, we'll
you
see
have
it
to
in the.
appreciate.
We'll
I'm
see
not
it in
getting
the
into
actions of the
blame game.
NDA, but very quickly. And I have 30 seconds is what my director is telling me, to Ajay Alok and to Sanjay Jha. You're saying that as far as the NDA is concerned, they're keeping on harping about what has happened in the past. They brought in a rail fare hike where they're saying that with this rail fare hike, we'll ensure that the security of the railways, among other things, will also be looked at. Why are you then opposing that hike? How else will the security improve, Sanjay Jha and Ajay Alok? First, Ajay Alok, quickly, in 15 seconds, please.
Number one, we were opposing the hike because when the parliament session is about to begin, the monsoon session, what was the need to bring the hike ahead? It should have been debated in the parliament. We are not opposing the hike, but we are opposing the timing of the hike. Second,
timing of the hike,
it's our suggestion. We also know, it's also, we know
let me
that
give you a
29 days
simple
is not
example,
enough for them to...
Okay, Sanjay Jha, very quickly.
Well, let me give you, let me tell you, Maruk, when we were increasing the passenger and freight fares after 10 years, this government, the BJP went to the streets protesting against it, including the current Prime Minister. Why are they wanting to increase it within 2 years again? So I think this government is currently not intellectually got its act together. It's perhaps bankrupt in terms of ideas.
It was a decision taken by the UPA, Sanjay Jha. Anyways, I'm completely running out of time, gentlemen.
It is trying to ride on UPA's prescriptions, which are
I'm running out of time. To all my panelists, to Ajay Alok, to Sudhanshu Mittal, IIMS Rana, and to Sanjay Jha, of course. Thank you so much for joining me on To The Point. That's all that